Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So I've been living in the Phoenix area for 3 years, and part of the reason I moved here is that there's a much bigger art community. I moved from Seattle, and also at the time we were working remotely anyway, and the cost of living here was a lot less than, well, it still is a lot less than Seattle. Obviously, the cost of living in both places has gone up, and obviously crime has gone up a lot in Seattle too in the years since COVID. But this is my third summer here, and summertime is a very hostile time, not only for the weather, but I think the weather affects people as well, and it creates anger situations. I want to talk about a situation I ran into this past weekend. What had happened was I was driving a Kia Forte, 12 years old. It had 180 some thousand miles, and it finally died. I was expecting it, but it finally died. Engine seized. And unfortunately, it died on the worst possible day of the season. It was really hot, 110 degrees, unseasonably hot for the time of the year. And I went car shopping, and when I was finally done, got to remember 110 degrees, no car wasn't working. I had to walk, take buses to get to the car dealership and go between different dealerships. And went back to the repair garage where my old car was to move some things. I live with roommates, so the car kind of acts like a closet for me. Clothes, books, other materials, art projects. Got to go back to the old car to move everything, toss some trash and all that. And my hands became so dirty because some of the things hadn't been moved in years. It was nice because I found some things I had long since assumed was lost for good. I'm an artist, so it was really nice. The garage had closed, and I went to the McDonald's on the nearby to go wash my hands. Now, while I was doing that, one of the store managers or an employee there chased after me and said, "Sir, our bathrooms are for customers only." Now, okay, I could certainly understand if that was their policy, but the way he went about it was what was the most frustrating for me. Had he said, "Can I help you with an order," or something like that, I probably would have went and got an iced tea or something, right? But the way he went about it, and now I wish I could say that was an isolated incident. Unfortunately, here in the Phoenix area, that's pretty much a daily occurrence that somebody's going to be hostile to you without a care in the world about the current circumstances, without asking you how your day was or anything at all, and just assume that you're up to no good, right? Now, granted, are there people who go into that McDonald's and go into the bathroom to shoot drugs or to deal drugs? Probably, but that's not everybody. That's probably not even the majority of people, right? He could have asked a few questions, said hello at least. Even if he wants to enforce that policy, there are good ways to do it, right? After all, who doesn't want to wash their hands before they order food anyway, right? So whatever the situation is, I want you guys to pray for me. I'm going to look into career opportunities. I got a few other places in mind, both inside and outside of the United States. I spent 3 months living in Wallace, Idaho. This is something that I can't see go down in Wallace, Idaho. First of all, they have a live and let live attitude. If you want to go into a McDonald's bathroom to shoot drugs and you're not affecting anybody else, I don't think they would care too much over there, right? Uh, and also, people don't just make assumptions about it. I'm an outsider, right? People in Wallace, Idaho know each other, and I didn't have problems there. I thought about Poland as well. I was in Poland when I accidentally tried to hit on somebody's wife, and he was actually very nice to me about it. And I later asked a friend of mine in Poland about, because I felt really embarrassed. And my friend said that don't worry about it. He's probably very flattered that somebody would hit on his wife. So that was good. That definitely wouldn't go down like that here in the United States. If I had done that, I think it's safe to say one of us is going to end up in the hospital and the other one's going to end up in jail, right? If something like that happened here in the United States, right? I also thought about Taiwan. Now, Taiwan's probably very tough on drugs, or when you go to Taiwan, there's a big warning sign that doing drugs here could result in a death penalty. But at the same time, the way they go about it, right? They're not going to kick somebody out just because they go to a McDonald's to wash their hands. And there's more of a community. They want to learn more about you, right? All right. Please pray for my departure from Phoenix by leaving a dislike on this video. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.